Howdy all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome to episode 22, part 10 of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2. In the previous episode, we began our new services to supply the lightbulb factory here in Dijon with supplies, as we need glass, cotton, and coal to produce these light bulbs, which are basically needed down in Paris to be used for the exposition grounds. Moreover, we'll also need to transport light bulbs to Reims, and eventually operate a train to deliver the light bulbs to Calais. All the while, some of our freight trains are starting to basically make a bit of a profit somewhere. Our freight train G2 hasn't picked up any fish. Well, actually, it hasn't dropped off any loads of cotton yet. Oh, wait a minute. G is for fish. J is for carrying, well, cotton, basically. J2 is supposed to take the cotton all the way to the light bulb factory, while J1 is supposed to pick up the loads of cotton bound for the textile factory. I'm surprised, really, that we haven't got any cotton available for that operation just yet. But, however, there's 44 units on the platform, and this one has only gotten 10 units. Though, the only other place we could deliver cotton to is to the textile factory in Mulhouse. But that's basically in Germany. We don't have trackage rights to go into Germany just yet. Oh, train 17 and 18 are having problems. Oh, it's blocking the switch. No wonder. Let's see if we can fix that by just making this track a little bit more sharper. Ooh, that will not look good. Let's see. Too much slope. We'll delete this section of track. And then flatten the ground around it to make it a little more pretty. We'll place down a signal here to prevent trains from basically running into that mess. Hopefully this works a lot better now. At least one of my freight trains is starting to pick up more fish. Speaking of which, now that we're starting to ship in light bulbs, I might as well clone this ship for carrying said light bulbs to Britain. There we go. These ships need to be kept in good condition for now. Alright, what about my coal? Freight train C3 hasn't picked up any coal yet. And what about this train I2? Hasn't picked up any glass yet. I guess it's just slow to start with glass deliveries, I guess. Okay. Let's pick up about a couple of units of coal, cotton, and glass, and just deliver them to the factory. As long as I'm able to get at least 100 units of each, that'll be fine. Because, according to the rule, this, 3 units of glass, plus 1 unit of cotton, and 1 unit of coal, equals 4 units of light bulbs. So technically, we just have to at least deliver a couple of loads of cotton, coal, and glass to basically make enough on where we'll be able to transport all the required light bulbs to our final destination. Plus, some of our passenger stations are starting to boom pretty well. Let's see. The most is basically for glass. And the most, basically, for passengers is at REMS at 107. Most expensive station is Upper Paris. And the least expensive is this little bus stop in Chaumont. Alright. So we'll be soon turn around and head towards the glass factory. Oh, there's hardly any coal available. No wonder why there's not much glass. Freight train C2 is supposed to be in charge of the glass trains. Well, the coal bound for the glass factory. This is going to take quite a while to get all this stuff delivered. So I'm going to cut this video right here, and I'll see you all in a moment once light bulbs are starting to be produced at the factory. And we're back. After such a long time of getting the needed supplies, my wagons are now ready to deliver their loads of light bulbs to the construction site. And hopefully we can finally get started on transporting the other commodities. Though I still don't know why my game is lagging so badly. Maybe I should try putting all of my trains back, I guess? I'll try putting my freight train. Let's just put the I'm not so sure. I have 156 vehicles. I don't risk selling all of them and not making a profit. Just needs a little more light bulbs to pick up, and then I think it will be time for us to open some nearby land in order for us to basically access different commodities. Now, one of the problems that basically caused us to not make so many light bulbs in Dijon was the fact that our coal mine is basically not designed for a lot of coal to be produced. It worked fine for C1 because that was the only source of coal that was going. It was the only train that was delivering any of this coal in the beginning. But then train C2 and 3 basically made the mine basically so overwhelmed with so many trains waiting for coal that it basically was not producing as much as I needed. Alright. That's the last of the light bulbs. Hopefully by then I could actually convert this back to a simple one-track station, and then use some of the mines around here instead. Like, I'm planning to use the mine at Serbuck for the steel mill in Nancy, and this coal mine here for the glass factory in Verdun, leaving the mine in Lille for the light bulb factory in Dijon. And plus, once these international services are up and running, I'll set up another train to deliver food as well as light bulbs down to Calais, where 2 ships will then take the load to Dwez. Now, according to the map, the best place for this is basically located along the coast. Basically somewhere super close to the road. Then I'll build a large 2-track terminal on the other end of this. There. Alright. There's a little bit of a traffic jam. Nothing too serious. Let's just put all the freight trains away first and see what happens. Maybe if I put away a couple of my trains, maybe it might improve the game somewhat. Sure, it may not be beneficial, but... Whoa, not sell. Unable to find path to depot. Crumbs. Let's see. I'll just get them back to what they were doing before. What was this train doing? Ah, it was carrying building materials. This train was carrying grain. That's basically... Actually, I'm just gonna sell off my freight trains for now, and just restart them later. I just want to get this task finished. But on the plus side, I've been able to make up all the money that I have spent for my vehicles. There we go. It's working a lot better now. But as soon as these light bulbs are delivered, we're restarting our services. Let's have a look at our... 42! Yet we're still in the small building, in the medium-sized building. It shouldn't take too much longer, hopefully. Still, this one is basically carrying the last amount of light bulbs we need for the project. And I think once that's brought in, we can basically call it an episode. Alright. Pulling towards the depot, not towards the station. Now, all it has to do is just wait and load up. And drop off the last 6 bulbs, and we are done building the exposition grounds. The Eiffel Tower, the tallest tower in the world. The Palace des Machines, a vast nave of glass and metal, the largest single-span structure in the world. You have to make sure people can travel to Paris to see these technical marvels with their own eyes. Thomas Edison, Nikola Tesla, the Prince of Wales, Anatole France, Vincent, and many others are visiting. The Exposition Universelle is the perfect place for meeting people and making deals. Make sure the guests have everything they needed, and you will be rewarded. The The Exposition Universal is a perfect place for meeting people and making deals. Make sure your guests have everything they need and make sure you are rewarded. Perfect. Now that we're done with the wagon convoys, I'm going to delete them all and basically restructure them.
Because of the theme of the exposition, celebrating the overthrow of the French monarchy, nearly all European countries with monarchies officially boycott the exposition. Belgium is no exception. That does not mean, however, that there aren't any Belgians here. Make sure that the ones that did come have a good time. Transport some delicious French cheese to the Universal Exposition.
Our next task is just to simply deliver the needed supplies here to the exposition phase. Yep, every time you click on that, that whole French theme is going to play. But now we have an access to new commodities, being red and white wines, champagne, cheeses, and chocolate. Once in these, we'll accept them all, and many of our industries have now opened up. Though we still cannot basically access other parts of the map just yet.
Like Belgium, England also officially boycotts the exposition. Great Britain and its colonies are present, but their participation is entirely funded by private sponsors. Transport your best champagne to the Universal Exposition to make sure they have a great time.
So basically we also now have to start transporting champagne. Now, according to the industries, let's see. Here we go. Rems has a champagne factory, which requires 2 loads of Chardonnay grapes and glass to produce champagne bottles. So we're going to get started on transporting these in the next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video updates new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my outside schedule. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!
Germany is present at the exposition, but both countries have a complicated...
I did not mean to actually see that at the last moment. But anyway, I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!